Right. Chancellor Warren. Captain Emery. It's a 6-man group. One with a rifle, 2 soldier types. Everyone has shields, that's the problem.
They won't see me come.
Didn't start the fight immediately. What exactly do you have? Aderon Shield Warden. Captain Emery. Aderon Beguiler, I'm guessing Chanter. And Aderon Priests. Well. Maybe I should start with a trap. If they're gonna charge at us. Not sure we should. I think Captain Emery is a ranger. 2 priests. I need to start with some kind of hostile action that does damage, otherwise the priests are gonna debuff me or to all the hell. I need to force them to heal. Burn damage and blinded. Blinded would basically save our ass. So
Lavaru beyond sea.
Shining Beacon. Burn damage. It has to be Pillar of Holy Fire. It's the only one that has the range. And actually get them.
Lavaru beyond sea.
3 hits, 2 crits. Badly injured. Not injured. 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 Badly injured. Right. What is doing? Withering Strike. Weakened. Paralyzed. Well, fuck me. You just stand there in one large group. That'll work for you. We're not really killing anyone, but we're doing a lid on things. Kill Aderon Beguiler, Aderon Priest. Captain Emery if you can. I don't have really long range attacks anymore. I'd like to support that group here. Heal the captain. There you go.
Lavaru beyond sea.
I might as well go full in. With the priest.
What is it?
I guess I missed with the seal. Okay, what can I do? This should secure my ass. Keep up, buff. Right. So the balance power has shifted. Okay, can you make some room? They would definitely have to rest anyway. So no point holding back.
Bigger shares for the rest of us. Nobody kills my people, but
We have a good chance of doing a critical hit and killing him outright. There you go. So it was a tougher fight than I expected.
of course.
Reasonable level and good equipment. Right. Now what? Carve you up. Nope. Cave of Purgation. Lighthouse. Lighthouse might be a fitting task for us.
Hello.
Should be ghouls, dark ghouls, skeletons, that sort of stuff. Couple spirits. Don't have to fight against the Banshee, so there shouldn't be any super tough opponents we'll have to defeat. Might have enough reputation in the city though to get something done. Get a job here, for example. We'll get it later on anyway though. I don't particularly see why I should hold off to not do the Woodicus Temple. It can offer quite a lot of fighting, but would it be against Keith opponents? Lighthouse. And a murderer. Drunken sailor.
A blade in the dark.
Dragon. You're the killer. Right. The bee. I got as much right to stand here as the guys going into that whorehouse. If you don't like what I got to say, they can go someplace else. I'm the dagger. This belongs to you. Yes, that's mine alright, and no one touches my dagger and lives. Let's see you try. So there's a wizard, some kind of other caster, probably that would be the wizard. Other way, two casters. No, actually I'm not sure are any of them casters. That looks like a caster though. Either way. I have no idea how serious this fight is. Honestly, they suck. They suck balls. My beautiful, beautiful lady balls. Doesn't mean that I'm not gonna die here horribly. Just they don't look all the top. Looking at their accuracy, looking at how much damage they are taking. They are still rogues though. They're flanking me, have all kinds of nasty bonuses. Is there a way for me to sort of horribly murder them? Because I could do the Pillar of Fate. I don't really have to do much. It seems like most of them are gonna be dead anyway soon. I need to more or less just maintain my position for a while. He's dead. He's not dead. They all might die for all I know. Right. Hunter is familiar. Ramshackle house. Oda's house. About Darren? Okay. We can DC, be passionate or diplomatic. I'm gonna be deceptive because that's what my god wants. He's gone on to do better things. A group of sailors saw him board a Bailey ship, said he would seek a better life far from the fines. Several keepsakes. And level up. Forget about that. Fine dagger. How about you? Minor ring protection. Cruel 2, deceptive 3. That is a fine looking helmet you got there. Right, I think we were planning to push up mechanics. Lore can be done through other means. Mechanics is becoming increasingly expensive to raise though. We have 2 level ups after this and we could raise mechanics by a single point. I don't think that's worth it. We'll basically have 12 points to spend. I think we're better off basically pushing those points anywhere else. Putting a single point in lore doesn't seem to make all that much sense. You can always get 2 if you do a rest bonus or put an order on item. So 12 points to other things. Survival doesn't make any extra sense. A consumable duration might be useful. I don't think so. So athletics. We would get 9 points to go there, but not all anyway. Do I want to put this point in mechanics then? I can raise mechanics through the scrolls I've been getting, and there's a resting opportunity to do that. Yeah, I think I do. Because you need to have a certain level of mechanics to even attempt to pick lock certain things. We're gonna have some extra points or have to shove them in stealth or something. Ooh, you get a talent. Plus 20% reload speed. Gunner. Yeah, Gunner, the heavy crossbows and rifles and other things have a huge reload time. Interrupting blows. Penetrating. This actually makes some sense. Plus 5 range damage resistance bypass. Against certain targets, if you want to use certain weapons, you have to have more damage resistance. But what exactly do I want? I could take plus 5 deflection, but that sort of seems sucky compared to what we want to do. It's nice to have the deflection, sure, but if you can't push your abilities on the enemy, it doesn't matter. My 5 deflection isn't gonna save your life. 8 deflection. That's much better. Nothing defensive. These are nice, but no. Go with deep pockets. I mean, we're not gonna have all that many of these. If this is level 10, we might have one more. So I think I'll take the deep pockets now. Any good class abilities? Extra, well, fourth level spell would be nice, but deep pockets would be better. Modifies Holy Radiance. Bonuses to your cell. Burn damaged foes. Weakened interdiction. Empowered interdiction. Yeah, these are nice, but this would be better options maybe if you had groups to other members to handle the other roles you need to do. I don't have that luxury, so I'll take the deep pockets. +2 quick item slots. It's an upgrade to everything, really. You'd get more summoned creatures, more bottles, scrolls, whatever. Minus 50% duration of all hostile effects for 23s. What exactly do we have in our stash? A lot of shit, really. Some skill boosts. We probably should use athletics boost every time we have some kind of adventure going for us. 3 mechanics. 3 survival. Where would this be useful? Maybe if you use this before you rest, you can take better resting bonuses. But most of these are trap. Maybe crap. Stock versus fortitude. Round. Well, these could have some uses. I'm a bit skeptical though. Twin stones could do crushing damage from range. This has a weird area of effect, like it sort of splits. It's very hard to hit certain targets. 15 accuracy. Well, we can get that in a much easier way. And shitty damage. Air against restraint. I have a hard time seeing me having this in a quick item slot. Nature's Mark would help a little bit. Reflex and deflection down for 46 seconds and a scroll. Hubble for 6.2 seconds and area of effect. What is Hubble? Reflex is down. Some potential here, but I honestly don't like them. Same with the long duration stuff. We could use some of this. The big problem is they're very inconvenient to use. That's why I don't like them. Nothing more complicated. I mean, I can't just put them in the inventory and use. I have to use them through the quick slots. I don't see anything particularly interesting. These are good though. All defenses +20. Speed potions would be very useful for 30 seconds. Yeah, you lose your endurance, but this would be for purposes when someone else is doing the buffering and we need to just basically pile as much shit on a target as possible in as short of a time as possible. Running butt naked and drinking narcotics to keep our speed up. Confusion paralysis. Yeah, it's the gemstones. It's always goddamn gemstones. Gemstones. So Adraban and Ha-Ondratara are the most wanted gemstones as far as I'm concerned. Enchantment of equipment might require something else. A lot of other things, yes. Diamonds. Emerald. Sapphire. I really would like a heavier armor. The lighthouse. I guess I'm going to give the dragon killing a try, where there's drakes all over the place. Exploring those locations might give us useful things too. Someone in the city also has a ring of protection. It would increase our deflection by 4. It's not a huge thing, but it's better than what we currently have.
Hail, traveler.
We'll also find it at some point, but I'm not sure if I want to potentially wait that long. Second chance on unconsciousness. It's 2 dexterity minus knockdown duration. So we should start buying these scrolls. We don't have to use them now, but it would make sense to start hoarding them. We can see 1 or 2 here and there, so it's not like we can just buy a massive amount of them either. We're reporting some Zorks, apparently. Right. Still not worth this. Not nearly worth it. I guess we're doing the same thing here. We can hold on to a couple of clothing pieces. Maybe a plate armor or 2. Balian cloth. It's not like we have use for most of these. We might as well sell a lot of them. Right. Earn 2,600 and valuable items.
A blade in the dark.
Blade in the dark. And eventually should have at least a few different weapons. This is gonna be a terrible weapon here. Anti-Kith burn damage weapon. It wouldn't particularly matter even what we have, as long as it's still something a little bit different. Extra weapon sets wouldn't have been a bad idea either. Picking Aumaua would have solved that problem right from the start. 2 is okay, but I feel I need 3 to be comfortable. If I recall correctly, this place has a lot of traps, so basically enemies appearing out of nowhere. Oh no, not shades. What the fuck is that? Raining. See if I can call others to
So
this
much for
party.
you.
Okay, the Spectre is the only worthwhile thing they have here. Good.
Yes. Moen. Ixi. Anna.
And they're fucked. They're so fucked they don't even know how fucked they are. They're basically doing nothing to me, mostly even missing. Yeah, they're minus 37 on hits. Guess I'm just gonna burn them a little bit. They're not vessels, forget about that. Nothing spoon. He's gonna... we're gonna lose the animate anyway, so I'm gonna burn them all.
Beyond. So much.
Spectre is still coming on strong. Are they immune to ground attacks? Yes. I guess I'll just Shining Beacon them away.
For that one. Arthur, Worthen, Roth.
Yeah, the Shades are all dead. Spectre will not die from this. Don't really have a lot of options. Just pile more shit on it. It's fairly hard to hit even with our because we are blind. Well, that'll explain it. Find the days brightened. Okay, we can do it this way.
Breathe. Ooh. Breathe. Ooh. Ligna.
So for the next 6.9 seconds, I'm gonna be suppressing everything, which means hopefully that I might be able to hit him with something.
So much for you. As you wish.
This is not a
Where
large
there's
place.
a pick, it's finished.
2 to 3 levels. With fighting in maybe 2 levels. Greater rain, rain, small rain. Move. I need help here. Are they vulnerable to lightning? No, they're immune to it. Also immune to... Ah, shit. Piercing damage. So what exactly can we do? You're not immune to fire, are you?
Yes. Lava beyond sea.
Right. No reason to hold back.
Lava beyond sea.
You would be immune to piercing. Shit. Well, I'm doing a little bit of crushing too, so I guess... Ah, good timing. I'm water.
As you wish.
We are probably better off resting, although we do have one summon and some spells. It depends on what
Keeping
we
an eye
have on the
out.
next level. Ah. Right, so what do we have? Oh, multiple specters. This is not good. At least it's not immune to piercing. It's convert to crits. 9 days it. Yes, I can. He has a good attack. We're pretty much even on the defense attack line, so that's gonna be a huge problem. If I could kill this one, I think I'll be satisfied with that. I just have a huge worry that this is gonna escalate quickly.
Yes.
And I don't think I'm wrong in that.
Lava beyond sea. They won't see me coming.
Need fire spells against the specters. Fine. There's a tavern nearby, I guess we'll have to go there. I doubt I can just camp in the harbor either. That's what I thought. We are not gonna earn all that much from this. 9,000 for next level up. That should be level 6 spells. So that's pretty much as powerful as we're ever gonna get. Capacity to cast increased a little bit, but fundamentally it's the same thing. We will also get a free second level spell. Maybe I should take the Suppress Affliction. Sometimes it would be a way, I think, to make sure that you can get a shot or two off when you really need to get them.
Good day, stranger.
Right. One Constitution, Athletics, Dexterity, Perception. Just give me the standard. Always whore around a little bit for specialty bonuses. I sort of wish they were just on a list there. I mean, having the dialogue with the actual prostitute is nice, but it would make easier for you to observe the benefits instead of having to sleep with everyone and see how you feel afterwards. It's simply preferable because um, it encourages just loading, saving and loading afterwards, instead of just having a reasonable way to finding them out without wasting a huge amount of coppers to do it. Right. We're
A
in
blade in the dark.
fairly good condition. The level here is not large, so I think the third level has the Banshee. So once we clear this level, we should be good to go. Good to do what exactly though, I'm not sure. Might even do the Woody thing. In and of itself, it doesn't really cause
I'll
anything to
see it
happen.
done.
We don't really get much from killing these guys. I'm inclined to just move forward. They're a pain in the ass to kill anyway. I suppose we're getting the spirit residue, which we are not using in anything. Observe. You are close enough to notice that the spirit's head is tilted back, even as it loses blood-curdling howls. The faint movements of its head suggest it's looking toward the window and scanning the horizon. Its ghostly hands are stained with something dark. At first you think it's blood, but it's as black as ink.
They won't see me coming. Where there's a pick, there's
It's
a
finished.
Light armor. Reasonable damage reduction with OK recovery speed. It's sort of the middle of the road if you want to go middle of the road. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I mean, if you're going full deflection and attack speed, you might as go full deflection and attack speed. It's +3 dexterity. Perception. Friendly aura +1 stealth. It could be good against certain opponents, where you really need to squeeze the last bit of accuracy out of yourself. Tough bosses. You might be able to get a few graces in to soften them, to open them up a little bit. The problem is, I'm not sure if anyone has the time for that. The enemy isn't gonna sit there and take it. I'll see if I can deal with the Banshee first. The rest of the spirits might disappear with her. If not, I'll just come back. When I come back down, I'll just clear the place. Doesn't matter to me. We are starting to know the target so well. It's a waste of time to kill them. What exactly do you use Spirit's essence anyway? Potion maybe? Either way, I'm not using it enough to justify just murdering everything. Where is it used? Seems like it's probably used in some type of enchantment. Spirit slaying property maybe? Paralysis. It's not a bad scroll at all. However, it's not the bottleneck component either.
Well met, friend.
Right, talk to the captain, get it to get rid of the Banshee. Although, I'll clear the place before I send the captain here. We shame to fail just because you haven't actually cleared the place and he gets murdered by the ghosts. There's a high probability that that won't happen, but at the same time it's just a handful of spirits. I'm already fully equipped and prepared to take them down, so why not
blade in
just
the dark.
take them down? It's an unnecessary risk to take when we have nothing really to gain by taking the risk. Just risk. Oh shit! Why did you stop? Oh, they activated instant teleport, that's why I stopped.
Ixi Anna!
Okay, that should help. Right, that should help quite a bit.
Arthur Worthen! Arthur Worthen Roth!
Okay, a little bit of interruption action. We're probably going to kill quite a lot of them with the Shining Beacon. That's it. We're not gonna kill that one.
Lava beyond sea!
As you wish.
Right. So the coast should be clear. Once we get rid of the Banshee, everything should be clear. I'm not sure how much this is worth. I don't think it's worth too much as far as experience is concerned. Although, this would be a fairly troublesome mission to do early on. But only because I don't have backup, so if someone gets me stunlocked or something like that, I'm pretty helpless. For a group, it wouldn't be that big a deal. We could do the Dragon Slayer thing. I'm not sure how the extra level would help there, really, besides the obvious of having an extra level to give you some boost. It's they're likely, if not immune to fire, so highly resistant to it that it doesn't matter. So I'm going to have to use other means of killing the blast thing anyway. So I should have the tools at my disposal. We're talking about a weak-ass dragon compared to Adder Dragon, probably Sky Dragon 2, probably the end boss too. So, and even if we don't do that cave, there's still a lot of things to kill there, and another entire map section after that. And some things of interest there, I don't actually recall anymore. Hmm. 283. Not exactly a lot compared to what you can get from simple bounty missions. In fact, if we did do the remaining bounty missions, we would be probably very close to level 12 already. So in that sense, doing these are a waste of time. I don't think I would still skip them. It's also a matter of I don't actually recall the game in such detail that I could say where the good items are, or even what would be good for my character at the moment. I think there's a priest spell boosting ring, for example. Not sure if I would even want that. Unless it boosts something like a 4th level spell, I don't think it's worth it. Extra uses on this shit isn't exactly gonna make much of a difference. It's 4 or up.
Hail, traveler.
1000 copper, 571 experience. Define sway moderate positive. Fine's Bay reputation has gone up recently. Hero, moderately good. Twin Elms neutral. Right. I'm gonna go to my stronghold. I need to see if I can hire the help or acquire the help somehow of the multiple factions to help me in my little dispute with the other lord. I suppose I could buy veteran fighters. I think it would help in the final skirmish. You basically would have competent fighters to fight the huge army of enemy fighters there, so you don't have to perform so well and kill everything yourself. You can honest to God rely on some of the troops. Mob in front of Great Hall. Access collected. 3 copper pieces lost to bandits. Wax. 40,000 copper. Right. What's all this then? Ah yes, people on my airplane have been terrorized. Everyone's blaming me. I don't have any men. I'm not going to do a benevolent option. Cruel option. I don't care about your idiot son or your trade goods. Get out of my keep. Angry mobs, inevitable thorn in every ruler's side. I was merciful this time. Ah. I don't think I'm necessarily cruel. I just don't give a shit about their problems. I haven't even hired any people here. Still cruel too. So getting to level 3 is actually fairly hard. Passionate, rational, diplomatic might never reach that. Whatevs. They can come get me at any time if they want to pick a fight. Own forces, okay. Hire as many hirelings as you possibly can, but what fun in that? What allies do I have? No one else will send what I can only assume to be assassins to join your infantry. Is that it? Green and too few. If you go up against Lord Gathby now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. Can we recruit veterans? 10,000. Oh no. Um. So I only have House Dominil. House Dominil assassins. How I don't know if we have any real options here because the game is very tight-lipped about my options. Can I even recruit others? How would you do that? But apparently not important information. Right.
Hello.
Hello. Someone's been dumping their crap on you. Yeah, I'm not using these traps. Trade. So we can afford to pay for veterans, but I'm not sure if I want to. We know there's no real time constraint on this, so we can always just wait until we're level 12, see what happens. And to recall if there's anything else we might be able to do. I think we could go for the dragon. Although Woodiga Temple would probably be a good option to open up things. I mean, it opens up 3 extra places after that: the sanitarium, the tower, and the ruins. I think somewhere here. So, and we've been sort of delaying and delaying and delaying and delaying and delaying on that. So we should be more than capable of surviving it. There's a lot of enemies coming our way in that, but I don't think they are a match for a person of my level anymore. Especially if I rest a little bit. Why am I here? I could pay 15,000 to buy the extra summon option. A healer. I suppose he can do, or she can do a couple of buffs too, but I just don't know. I don't recall if anyone in here has anything other valuables. The expedition hall might have something, but I don't know if they would be interesting selling me anything. If they don't offer any new jobs, they might still sell something. It's worth asking at least. It's a couple of extra
Greetings.
seconds wasted if I can't do it.
How do you do?
Do I get a room? Dexterity, survival, 10 defense when in disengage. You can tell that the situation isn't all that bad if we can afford to not take these level buffs. Probably the hardest difficulty would require them. I got the impression that the difficulties initially just increase the number of troops that you have to fight, but the hardest difficulty doesn't do just that, it upgrades the stats of both the enemies. So there will be harder hitting and higher defenses. Maybe extra hit points too. That's sort of the reason I'm not particularly interested in it in any way. I suppose if you want to challenge yourself, want to do all the achievements, that's the way to go. However, one of the achievements is that you had to be the initial backers of this game, and that's totally impossible for me to do anymore, so I can't exactly be completionist with the achievements either.
Good day,
It's
stranger.
quite literally impossible to achieve at this point. Seal of Fate. First level, second level, third level spell uses +1. Rubbish. Wizard. A Ring of Deflection. Yeah, I don't think I'll buy this. Ring of Protection. I'll buy this. We have minor versions of these. I'll buy the extra scrolls too. Not sure if I should start buying scrolls of paralysis. Ashwood cameo figurine. Delemgan. It's not worth 15,000. Maybe it is, but I don't see it. I just don't see the value. Still, that's 11,000. There are a lot of scrap scrolls we could get rid of, but at the same time I don't want to sell these at all unless absolutely necessary. These could always have some use, especially the food items can definitely be turned into something useful. Minor Ring of Protection. Well, we're not gonna use that. Do we have excess weaponry? We have quite a lot. Right, is that good enough? It's gonna have to be a regular bow. Yeah, it's still gonna cost us, but that's not really much of a problem. What else are we gonna do with this and what use it? Minor ring versus proper ring. Minor protections versus proper protections. There's no possible
Gods
use
keep you.
for the minor protection rings. Always better off with the proper ones. Okay, we have at least a couple of those scrolls. Paralysis, Missile Barrage, and Storm. Right. Quick look what we can do here. Does the weapon shop really sell?
Welcome.
I think they had a good bow. Attacks can stun on crits, right. I have no idea what type, and it also restores endurance. Interesting. I have no idea what the chance of that is. What the weakness it's gonna attack. This is potentially extremely valuable. I'm not sure if I'm the one to start using that. I have no weapon skill on this. Even if I redesign the character, it would be very questionable. It's always the thing. Is it really going to make a difference in the tough places? I'm not sure if that's the case. I honestly don't know. Yeah, there's a potential there, but you still need to overcome their defenses. And if it hits something particularly hard, it's well, it can still graze, and if you have good enough of an attack speed, even the grazes can basically keep it unlocked. But that's a pretty goddamn big if. I wouldn't put any money on that if.
Greetings.
Right. Exceptional equipment. Arquebus. Range 10. So this does have lower range than a bow. Razors of all-consuming rage. +2 might, +1 constitution. That sounds quite nice. It's +3 attributes in total. But it's spread around. That's bad thing. Dandy Head of Diseased Yak. +2 resolve, -1 intellect. Not a good one for us. Nerves Folly. Resolve and Constitution. Not bad. Bile Stumpers. Minor Petite Caress. Okay. I have no idea what this is and I can't even look. No idea. Cloak of Fox and Hunter. +5 will, +9 reflex. Grants summon noble creature, 1 per rest. What is noble creature? I've got nothing. It's not that valuable of a piece, so I don't think it's super useful, but it doesn't use a quick item slot. Summon without a quick item slot. Whisper of Treason, that's a cipher skill. What is this? It's a headpiece. Domination. Berserker's Belt. 12 will. Okay-ish items, I suppose, but I don't know these are all that useful. Ability to summon something doesn't have to be all that great. It would mainly buy time. At the same time, noble creature, I have no idea what this is. It's one per rest. Well, there's a quick way to find out.
Hail and well met.
Noble creature, this is not. Uh, he's dead. Oh, what a shame.
I'll see it done. It's finished.
Can I now summon this noble steed? It's a beagle. It has 143 endurance, so it's better than a lot of things.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck. Accuracy of 55, did 20 points of damage almost.
Lava ruby.
Hmm. It has about the same amount of health or endurance that I do. Probably more than the Animac does, for example. What would we have to give up? Plus 10 versus spells? It could be useful. I mean, if I fight against a dragon, for example, they rarely throw spells at us. They try to do other incredibly nasty things, but not spells. Breath attacks, hail whips, glow attacks, wing buffets, buffet attacks, that sort of thing. Not spells, so this would not really do anything anyway. I'll buy it.
Gods keep you.
It's not that expensive anyway. This would allow us to dominate hostiles. I don't know if I care for that. Summon noble creature. If we're not gonna use that, it's worthless. I'll keep the spell ward amulet for now.
As you wish.
I'll see if I can talk to someone about hiring help.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenin.
You think that it's a possibility at least to hire them? Apparently not. Fine. We're in good enough of a condition. We have enough summons. 6 slots are not used. That's a no-no. I'm not gonna use any of the proper attack scrolls on something like this. But this piece of shit, sure. What potions do we have? Damage reduction, concentration. Damage reduction, burn shock, corrode freeze. Accuracy. Attack speed, max endurance. Not bad. Endurance, intellect. Endurance, constitution, perception. Constitution and endurance. Constitution, dexterity. What high sweet pie. It's a good bonus, lasts for a long time, so I can basically eat one of those when I go in, or when the fighting starts, and it'll last until we are out of the place. Right. So, Boudica. Secret Temple of Boudica. We could try to sneak in, I suppose. Well, it wouldn't want to work for long, though. So, might be easier to just go in killing. Temple of Boudica. These things here. Don't think the temple itself is gonna take a long time, but it will unlock events and at least 3 additional locations we can immediately move to. Probably got a bit of experience too. We have to move toward the third act. Maybe not hurry toward it, but we do have to move toward it. All the interesting stuff we can still get access to. The bounties we could get to more money and then quickly get to level 12. Required third act. Right, then we can figure out what exactly do we want to do. We do want to reach the bottom of the maze, give up the Adra Dragon at least a solid try. Maybe see what the options are if we agree to help him. It would have one benefit I can already think of. The big problem with the Adra fight was that basically the moment you go anywhere near in the final cavern, it starts the fight immediately where the dragon comes right next to you. So since we don't have decoys we can really rely on for the triggering, it would be great for us if we could basically choose our locations and where to start. We might be able to get rid of some of the trash he has bothering us. I mean, there's I think they paralyze or petrify. So if one of those hits us, it's already over. I'm still having sort of trouble thinking how the hell am I going to deliver enough damage to it. The scrolls are my current hope. These will not do, not at all. They might be able to distract it, keep it in a place, but they won't kill it. My spell casting power won't kill it. It's mostly fire, so even in the best case scenario that's just what to do. And I don't think a single missile barrage or 2 is gonna really make much of a dent. So it's going to be something I'll attempt pretty much when my only options are to head toward the final encounter or go and try to kill the Adra Dragon. I want to have the best possible things I have, and as many of these as possible. Potentially these have... the burn damage is not going to do anything, but freeze damage and shock damage. About 50. This doesn't seem all that interesting. Not sure if it's even vulnerable to any of this. But this. And it gives us a single attribute that we have to bring down. A lot of our spells do put us some kind of negative on our deflection. And we can boost our accuracy quite a bit. So we can combine a few of those. Maybe use our summoned creatures as distractions. And there are usable summoned creature items too. And if we fight butt naked, maybe speed enhancements, we could burst quite a lot of damage. You have to keep in mind that it won't regenerate, at least on this difficulty level. So we just need to do a few hundred points of damage to a very high damage resistance. This fires 9 individual projectiles, each doing 9 to 13 damage. So even in the worst case scenario, it's about 10 points of damage, because about, is it 10 or 20% of the damage will basically stick, no matter the damage resistance. So only thing you need to do is make sure you don't get misses. That would be a lot of scrolls, more than we can do. So there has to be better options. The ranged weapon remind me that it certainly his damage resistance is not going to be this high. So unless he's piercing immune, it's an option. Yeah, no point thinking about it too hard now, but it's something to... I want to think it because I want to be aware of options that come along that might aid us. Currently, I think we could... the scrolls aren't enough to kill it. And I'm not sure if I could hold it in one place long enough to really pile too much of those on top of it anyway. Firewalls might help. They seem to act weirdly when they're under such walls. It's some kind of AI thing. But if I could keep it, slow it down, keep it in its place, doesn't particularly matter. Some kind of hard-hitting range weapon and as much attack speed as possible could see us through. Currently, Arbalest I think is the best choice. But it's so fucking slow. Like once every 10 seconds you can fire. So you'd have to have a huge amount of mobility, never let it get all that close to you. Yeah, I'm still a bit... I'm sure it can be done, but I'm not all that sure what's the correct way for us to try to do it. No matter how I look at these, it's not happening. Well, deflection minus 20, right? We have a couple of things that we can do, but there's a big fucking bot after that.